Hey everyone, this is Jake, and today we are going to be talking about Maria. Maria is really interesting character. I just really love her appearance within the game, and she looks really cool. And her skill kits are even more cooler, so we'll talk everything about her, what kind of skills she has, and how she performs within PvE and PvP, and also the usual what I think about her at the end and if you should pull her or not. But anyways, that is pretty much it about Maria. Let's jump in and talk about her. So let's talk about her skill kits. So as far as her basic attack goes, she is pretty simple, but she is a tower unit, so most likely you will not be able to take a benefit of this because tower units does not move. They stay in the place where you're deployed most of the time, so this basic attack is something that doesn't really exist. But there will be other things that you have to consider. So you can totally skip on the basic attack and just ignore it if you lack of skill chips or info book, so just be aware of that. So her passive skill is what makes her really good units even though she's a cost 5. With her passive skill, she is giving permanent buff to all your allies within the battlefield, and she is able to give them up to 18% damage as well as 20% crit damage. So that kind of buff is insane because she gives that to everyone. Now let's talk about her special skills. The special skill is basically an airstrike. So she calls in for the airstrike and she shoots a airstrike onto the battlefield, and this covers pretty much the whole range of the map. You know, she uses from the end of the map and the other end of the enemies be hit by this, and the ships will be get hit by this attack as well. So this skill is incredibly good. So more counter for units like Shouting basically, and Karim Wang most likely as well. So there's a lot of uses for special skills, and I'm definitely going to talk about her strategy in my PvP section of her and why I think she is just really crazy good units. But just remember the special skill, you know, it does AoE hits and it's going to be wiping all the enemies within the field. Now, her ultimate skill is definitely one of the most coolest skill exists in this game. It's called a Modern Warfare, and she is able to basically summon all these units that is 70% stats of the original unit. So it's not strong as original like mechanic units, it's not, but it's still 70% of those stats of those original units, and she will be summoning all these units. As you level Maria's up, they will get level boosted as well. So if the Maria is level 100, there will be level 100 units. If her level is 110, their units will be 110 as well. And as you level up the skill, you'll get more cooldown time, and at the last, you will upgrade your units to the maximum. Basically, it upgrades all your kind of lower tier mech units to the maximum tier mech units as you max this skill out. So these two skills combined are just incredibly good. And we'll start talking about why I think she is just really broken with the skill kits. And quickly about the gear option, there's no real better option for her than skill cooldown set. Skill cooldown set is just amazing on her. She is able to spam more special attacks and call in her ultimate attack faster. So this already is just insane ability, and she is able to pull that off with her if you give a cooldown set for her. You'll be kind of disgusted how much skills that she can spam out just sitting at the other side of the map and doing all this AoE damage to an entire field. And her special equipment is not bad, but you definitely want to have something more for Maze gear. I think Maze gear is definitely the perfect fit for her. It will give ground damage and able to roll on the skill recharge for the secondary option, so it's just no-brainer option for her when it comes to weapon slot. Also remember, if you don't have a skill cooldown set, attack option is not a bad one either, because that means you are able to do more damage with the initial special skill strike as well as when she summons the ultimate. It's not something you can sleep on, because boosting her attack even more will definitely help you out, and you should be able to like one-shot some sniper, so it's not something that's a joke. So first tier set option and the gears are Maze gear along with the cooldown set, and the secondary option you can definitely have will be something more in light of attack boosting sets like attack sets. So, Maria is incredibly strong within PvP. You will definitely feel her power as you play the PvP after she comes out, because there will be no real counter against the tower units yet within C server, and she should be just able to demolish the battlefield. You'll probably see a lot of team leader putting her up as a leader, and they'll be probably summoning her as soon as you deploy your units, and she will use her special skills. You get knocked down, then they'll summon theirs and then continue to forward, and you wouldn't have any method of killing her because there will be no real units right now with the C server that are able to target back units, and you will kind of have to deal with it, and that will be just disadvantage you have. The other opponent has Maria giving crit damage buff as well as attack buff. So whatever units they deploy after that is considered DPS units, they'll be able to mow down your front line even faster than you are able to. Well, units like Xiaodin or Karin is definitely going to hit big times with the special skill she uses and other methods. So that is pretty much the meta units. You probably feel really annoyed about her and you kind of wish what's the way to counter her. To counter her, basically, you need this awakening units called Na Yubin. Well, you don't need, but when he releases, a lot of people probably want to take up Maria because they realize if they do, they are losing their 5-cost unit like a candy. Na Yubin will deploy on the field and start erasing their health with its passive skills while lowering their cooldown time. So it's pretty no-brainer unit, just able to, change the meta and break it out of existence. But not even have to be that specialized within tower units, otherwise tower units would be always so strong, and it did annoy a lot of players out. And in the early seasons in Korea, I was able to definitely reach the top tier units because I had Maria within my deck and I was able to use her in that way, and it was pretty OP, not gonna lie. That's what it is, the strategy is too strong, wait out strategy and having towers to wait out enemies. There's no real way to counter that strategy. PvE wise, I think Maria is still pretty good. It's not really needed. Her cost is way too high. You can definitely have some fun with the max setup because her units are mechanics that she deploys, so they are able to get like a mechanic organized buff as well. So it is pretty fun to see all your mechanic unit just going down on the enemies. It is really satisfying. So I really like using her with the mechanic team. That's the units spot that I usually find within PvE term. It's just crazy, You have all these mechanic units floating into the battlefield. But that's pretty much I can say of her PvE. Her buffs are really great, but cost is way too high in my opinion. So you can still use her, but it's not something that you need. So I don't think she's like a meta unit for PvE contents. So that was a rather quick video, and hope you guys enjoyed this short video. We'll talk more about Maria in the future as well when the other tower units comes out most likely. But as of now, I think she should be very, very strong when it comes out within C server. So I said a lot of positive things about her. Should you pull her? And my answer is 100% no, because like Kang So-young, she is able to be farmed within side story missions, so there is no reason for you to go for the gacha unless you want to quickly deploy her within PvP instead of waiting until grind her out with her fragments. If that's what you want, then yeah, go for her and draw her if you're a dolphin or whale, but if that's not the case, there is no reason for you to run her banner. But like I said, she is still really good unit, so definitely go for it. You won't regret raising her in my opinion. But that is pretty much it for my opinion with the Maria. She is still one of the coolest character. Her appearance within story is really cool, and you will definitely really enjoy the side story that comes with it. Make sure you don't skip it. I think you will really enjoy it. But anyways, that is pretty much it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time with more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.